Hello, Scott Rosano with Gigbuilder.com. What we're going to do is a quick overview of Gigbuilder 7 Beta 3. What you're looking at here is the home screen. This is one of many that will be coming. The home screen is completely customizable, and for those of you on 5 or on 6, it should look pretty familiar. The home screen itself gives you a calendar showing you at a glance exactly what you've got booked, maybe some next actions and some other things that are going on. You can also click on a date. For example, somebody says they're getting married July 5th. I can look July 5th and I can say, yes, we have availability. So there's some quick stuff that we can do right within there. Let's go ahead and go back to today. And we're back on today. And we'll take a look down here. These boxes, all of them, are completely customizable depending upon what it is you want to see. In this particular section here, I'm taking a look at all my new web requests, those that come in through the check availability forms provided by Gigbuilder, customizable by you. We've got meetings, leads, booked events, pending events, pursued leads, taxes or tasks, etc. And they're colored. So if you see a blue, that means that there's more. Like for example, it's only showing 5 of 14. We can adjust this. If it's green like this, it means you're seeing all of that. So it's some pretty cool stuff there. We can modify this, all of this in Setup and Gigbuilder Setup. And we've rearranged this to make things just a lot easier to see. So your dashboard here we configure. And from that dashboard configuration, I can add some widgets. So I can take a look at my availability log, get an idea of how many people are checking availability every month or every day. If I want to see my today's events along with weather and stuff at them, they can put widgets at the top. Estimated income and some button bar options and things like that. Now, your calendar control, you can tell it what it is you want to see, which is nice. You can also determine what you want to see it on. So you can configure Gigbuilder completely different for your phone or a tablet or a desktop. And so as we go down to each of the components, now you can see for my web requests, I'm only looking at them on my desktop. And so when I configure all of this, and there's a lot of it, there's a lot you can do here, and I hit save, and we go ahead and head back to the home page, it will automatically adjust based upon what it is you looked at. This is also completely settable, so if I make this larger or smaller, it's going to fit the screen properly. So it's a really nice way of getting at everything you're looking at. Now for Gigbuilder 5 and 6 users, you're probably used to these buttons at the top. This takes you directly to the view. In fact, we're going to go to a pending view right here. And on our pending view, we're taking a look. I've got 2 particular events here that are pending. It's nice, it's clean, it's easy to see, and allows you to put whatever you want with a display button. And these are on all our views. You click display, and then you just tell Gigbuilder what it is you want to see in each of these views, and it'll stick for that computer. So it makes it kind of nice. If there's not enough room on the screen to make it look good, Gigbuilder lets you go ahead and blow it all up and see even more. So those are how your screens work. So on this particular information now, if I want to go ahead and open up an event, let's go ahead and open up this wedding reception. I click on that. It opens the event. This one's an event full. Gigbuilder has 3 types of event types. You've got a standard full, you've got a game, and you've got a more of a basic, and I'll explain the difference. In anywhere, you can click the edit button, or you can just double click your mouse, or in settings, you can set it so that it automatically goes in an edit mode. So we're looking here, these are the templates. Said I've got a standard full, a basic, and a pub games. And your standard full is just everything, and your basics kind of slimmed down. But we'll go through this basically. So you've got your dates, you've got your times, you've got your date checklist over here, and this handles a lot for Gigbuilder. Some interaction, you can upload an event photo. We've got modifiers of different types to the event itself. You can also add additional questions and web tools so that you can create your own if we don't have them. Kind of nice to have. Details just goes over a little bit more. Our contact controls simply allows you to add contact history, and then you can just insert whatever you want. There's canned responses, type whatever, insert your history. Oh, sorry about that. Next action, in some of your DJ software or CRMs, this might be event helpers or things like that. Basically, this allows you to set a reminder of some kind or to do something. And on top of the next actions, it can also do something whether they're accepted or not, like, and we can get into that in another video. Your age of guests, some other miscellaneous, all of your event tasks would show up here if you've got any tasks related to it, special announcements that want to go off. And then we've got client, and everything related to the client is in here. We could have two major clients for a primary event, quite a bit of information on it. If you've got a separate billing admin, that goes right there. Your client center communication. So this is everything your client will see when they log in, emails, etc. Scheduled meetings as well. It's taking a look at that. We've got a couple of them coming up. Client photo image. You can say we're definitely messing around here, just throwing things into just to test. Then your scheduled messages. These are messages that you can set in Gigbuilder that can go out at any time based upon certain criteria, completely customizable, allowing you to really have communication, great communication with your client. But you can go down through and look at these. You may find out, you know what, I really don't need to send that one, so I'm not. I can disable it very quickly. Your additional client emails and things are here in case you need those. Next, we're going to go over to venue. Gigbuilder holds up to 4 venues per event. Primary and second are mainly. And then in that, we have quite a bit of information we collect. We're going to show you how to do that in a minute. We're really big on streaming here at Gigbuilder, so we want to make sure that you've got a public and a private Wi-Fi information at the events. We try to keep those in some of these. Restrictions, all this stuff you can put in so that when your DJ gets there, they know, hey, there's a weak range or something else. Lets them be a little more prepared in case they're going to stream something. Further down, we've got all different vendor information. So there's more vendors along with this. You've got a photographer efficient. You can keep that information in there. And then if it's a public event, you can go ahead and put a description here if you'd like. For example, a game show. Staff, this allows you to add your whoever you need to it. And we can do quite a bit here. Your basic one only has a few. This adds all of them. And so you can set a person's name. I call myself Dirtbag. And then what their role is, and each of their role can pay differently. I'll show you that a little bit later. I can also check availability if I need to add somebody, and right now everybody's booked, and it shows all the different people, whether they work on certain days, etc. And you can just simply click and add them to your list if necessary. Below staff, you can system and equipment. So if you send systems and you want to go ahead and work by that, you can. It is optional. A lot of this stuff is. Then if you want any comments to your staff when they either log in or they go to their event. So that's in there. Docs are your documentation. We have worksheets, timelines, contracts, electronic signatures, additional documents, and all this combined in will allow them as they log into a client to do a lot of neat stuff. And you could log in as a client indirectly right from here to take a look at what your client can see. You can also add file attachments such as maybe a seating diagram. Books, pretty simple. Packages, Gigbuilder allows you up to 4. Why 4? Very simple. You may have your gold package for that, and they may also add on to a example in the second here, mirror booth. And then you can also set it so that maybe the mirror booth isn't going to run the whole time. So you get a lot of flexibility in how you're going to set that up. Options and add-ons, there's quite a few. You just pick the ones from you want, add those in on them, and you're good to go. We've got primary, and then we've got additional more in case they've got a lot for that particular event. Everything sums up. Discounts, coupons, create your own, or we've got them built in, which we're going to show you. Then, of course, you've got your pricing summary, everything here. Event profitability, which is going to subtract your labor, expenses, mileage, and give you a basic idea of how much you're going to make on the dang thing. And at the bottom, you can add your expenses, any kind of payments. Of course, the client can do these online. They'll automatically appear. And mileage for your vehicles. So you can even take care of that at the end of the year and push one button and have a nice entry onto your tax forms. We try to do a lot of this. After books, then we have music. After all, that's what we do. Guest request system. This allows your guests also to log in and make requests. That can be turned on or off. You can do shared pins. You can make them use their cell phones. You can get all sorts of neat stuff. Live request system, really cool. At the event, you can set up a QR code or phone number like this 855 number, and all your guests have to do is either call that number or chat or clip the QR code, and they will have a full-blown app on their phone. It'll show all the music that was requested, what's going on, allow them to request music straight from there, look through your library. Really cool. Your quest list management is right here. I'm going to show you a much better way of doing this. This is just kind of a way of seeing what's going on. And then, of course, you can export them to any way you want to. And then once you've got your list, you can click listen and just turn it on, and it'll just play the music right through, so you just listen to the whole dang playlist. So kind of neat stuff there on that. We'll go ahead and hit save changes. We're going to get out of this. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down on YouTube. Shouldn't be a problem on that. So that where the billing status is, we're going to go ahead and actually from status, we can see web, and then your lead, your pursued, pending, booked, and completed. Also to take a look here is that if we go back to our home page real quickly, one thing we did in version 7 that we did in 6, just did a lot better of, is we shrunk it so it works very nicely and clean on your mobile device. It is all set that way. There's absolutely anything, your menus, everything is built right in, works no matter what kind of device that you have. So on that, in resources, we go into a couple things. Let's go to venues. Venues are kind of fun. All venues, here's all the venues that I have in here so far, and this is just test information. So if I want to click new and create a new venue, I can do that. The new venue form comes up. I can even do a quick ad. So for example, I'm going to be doing something next weekend at the Blue Ridge Community Theater. Blue Ridge Community Theater. I don't see you. There it is, Blue Ridge Community Theater. I find it on there. It automatically generates my new venue for me, which is kind of neat. I can even press this button here and let AI come in here and pull in. Let's insert some more information on the venue. That's going to bring a lot more information on the venue, the details, which we have your fees, your travel, miscellaneous details, venue management. Some people use Gigbuilder to actually manage venues. You can do that here. There's our location map, file manager, so you can upload something for the venue. People, this is really great. All of your contacts at your venue can go here. Gigbuilder Games, this goes two ways. Gigbuilder Games uses the venue quite a bit. And the connectivity here is important for everybody, because once you get at each venue, if you get your public Wi-Fi, private Wi-Fi information here, again, when you pull that into an event, it has all the information that your DJ is going to need to determine what they're going to need to set up in order to get connected. So it's kind of neat on that. Also rooms. You can have as many rooms as you want in this particular event. And we can even do a photo. So I'm going to go ahead and save on that. And that'll bring me back here. And we'll just bring up another one here. There's my new one right there. And it pulled all the information up so fast. It's a great way to build your venues. You just type it in and go. So Cannon Club is a neat little place around here. There's the venue itself. There's the image. I can click on the image and I can upload another one that I want. That'll stay with the image. I've got my phone number. Click here. I can click to edit the venue here, or I can double click anywhere on the form itself. That's how we built it in Gigbuilder. And so all your data is right in here, what you want to do, your rooms, and on top of that, your events. This is really neat. And this is a good sales thing. Because say, for example, you get somebody call, you may ask them, hey, where's your wedding reception going to be? Oh, it's at the Cannon Club. Oh, Cannon Club, great. I just did one there on the 4th. We worked with Janice, or whatever the name is. It's a nice way to make another connection with your client. It's like, wait a second, they've already worked here, blank, blank, blank. Not bad at all. So we save and move on. Same can be done also with your employees, general contacts like doctors, things like that. Your clients are all in here. They're usually built up automatically when they check online. But of course, you can add one as you go. Here's a bunch of clients. They're all junk clients here for testing. And then employees. Let's go to employees. Let's go to active people. Let's see all our active employees. And I'm just going to pull up a guy here. And then here's my employee. Here's his name and information. Here's how he logs into Gigbuilder. What he can do when he logs in. Some more contact information, miscellaneous info, work information, roles. You've got here your exemption studies, things like that. And then your pay, your general, first category, full-time employee, whatever this category is, head DJ. The head DJ would pay this much. You can pay, let's go ahead and edit. And we'll drop down in here. And so you can actually sign them. I'm going to pay, I'm a cheap guy. I'm going to pay him $75 per event. There you go, flat, for that particular job. However it is you want to do it, it's probably a little nicer. Let's get to $750. Job title, days available. So you can pop these in here, and that way when you just saw in my, when we had an event open, we were looking for a DJ, make sure your days available are set, so that way it does show up as someone you can assign. But you can also give them up to five total roles. And so each person, so for example, if they're going to be working your photo booth, you may pay them differently, and you can set that all in here. Photo image, again, you keep seeing me use the same one. We're just doing that for testing. On the other side here, again, we've got the access, miscellaneous info, event info and notes, some stuff here. Time card, this is kind of neat. You can do a punch in, punch out. And this is really nice to know because if you set that up, your DJ gets to their event. It's sitting there in a text message or in an email. They just simply click a button and it clocks them in and you know they're there. It doesn't need to be used. You can cut it completely out and go for that. Approval methods, there's some way to do that. I'll explain that. That has to do with when they check availability online. So there's a lot of neat stuff. How do you want your notifications to be? Do they get email? Do they also get SMS? We can do that. By the way, we pay 100% of your SMS. You do not need to get your own number. We've got plenty of them, and they're built in, and they're great, and they're two-way. So your clients can actually reply. For example, a meeting. It says, we got a meeting tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Press yes if you're going to continue or be there. And they hit yes, and it confirms. Also, QR codes. We've been going kind of crazy with these ever since COVID. There being a lot here, and this allows them to build a QR card. So you can type the items that you want in here, save it. These are the tokens. You can use them elsewhere, which we can show at another video, and they can be used all over the place. You can build QR codes for everything inside Gigbuilder on its own. Notes for your employees as well, and their assigned events, so you can see where they've been, what they've done, etc. Kind of nice. So you've seen through some of the resources, and I'm just going to keep going down the menu a little bit here because there's so much to Gigbuilder 7. First of all, campaigns. This is a really neat thing to do, especially right now. This is January when this video is being done. When you guys are doing your specific bridal shows, you'll create a campaign. And so we go to a template and we can generate a campaign. Like, for example, maybe it was a Chicago wedding show. So I'll click that and open that. And then for the Chicago wedding show, I can determine how I want my emails to go out. Take a look at that. You see where we're going here? So I can generate a first email, a second, a final, and even a text message and a distant event. So I can say, okay, if their wedding is more than 18 months out, I'm not even going to bug. I just want to give them some information. So you've got all that built up into a template, and then what you do is you upload the list. So you get your list, you match the columns to the columns that you got in your file, you upload the list, and Gigbuilder starts sending out the leads for you automatically. Email is a complete and full built-in email system. Let's go ahead and just go to our inbox here. Our inbox here in Gigbuilder looks like a typical email inbox. And you're like, Scott, what the heck are we doing with email here? Gigbuilder will connect to in fact, we'll go there right now in a second here. So your date received, your from, your subject, etc. If I want to read an email, I just simply click, I email it. If I want to reply, I hit reply. If I want to make it important, flag it important. If I want to get rid of it, trash it, etc. All that's right in there. And what we do here in setup, since we've been here once, I'm going to click over there. Just real quickly, your availability. This is how Gigbuilder determines how many systems or how many concurrent events you can do in a single day. You can do it by day of the week, or you could also do it by system. So if you build all your systems, put a DJ to a system, it makes it a little bit easier. Save that on and off here, and then we'll go into our company information, and I'll go through this a little bit, and then we'll get to the email. This is where you basically set it up for your company, your information, your admin name, your time zones, some information on where your websites are. Here's a company card. So here's your company. If you decide to drop this V card into an email, it'll drop that at the bottom, which is kind of nice to have again. And we scroll up some notifications, whether or not you want SMS messages, etc. We do work with a number of web features, so if you got a WhatsApp number, put it in there. We can use that as well. We have a daily summary, which sends out every single day, tells you everything that's going on with links to everything you need to do. It even has one with trending songs, so we'll show you most requested songs in the past 14 days. Your company image, you can pick from a bunch of these. I don't know if I got one currently uploaded. Yeah, I guess it was Christmas when I was playing. So there's quite a bit of different of images that you can use. These will show in the corners and things on documents, make them look a little cleaner for your client. Insurance, whether you have it or not, put it in here. There's some other stuff we do with that. EIN, sales tax, that's a bogus number. Service taxable, etc. And then down here, email server and routing. Okay, what we can do with the email is we can connect you to Gigbuilder, which will do it all for you. And it will even handle forwarding to your actual email address. You can use Gmail. Gmail is a connector, and you're good to go. You can use Office 365, simply authorize with Microsoft, and you can use any of your Office 365 accounts. We did from Spectrum, just for testing. We DJ.com hosting. We give you free hosting with Gigbuilder, including email. And we automatically connect quite a bit and go back and forth between the emails on that. So you click that, you're boom, boom, that doesn't exist. Yahoo and other. So you can do some other things like that. And again, you're just bogus information there. So go ahead and hit save that. So there's different ways that you can go about that and get your email through in there. So we'll go back into Connect and back into our email and back into our send box. And again, there's where everything is. If I want to compose a message, I simply click here and compose a message. If I'm connected through my own mail server, this is just like sending an email from your phone or from any other client. It is going through your system. We also have a delivery log, which is kind of nice to have. Your delivery log will tell you what happened. And if you use our servers, it gives you quite a bit of information. For other servers, we give you what they can. So at least you know when an email goes out, whether or not accepted means that your email system accepted it for delivery. That's as far as, by the way, Microsoft will go. Microsoft 365, that's showing that was what was being used there. If we go down a little further, I might be able to find, like, here's mail.wedj.com, and this will actually get to know that was sent, received, etc. There's a lot to that. There's also a lot of other logs in here. So if your auto email log, this will tell you exactly what went out each day. If I put this up here, it's going to show, oh, that's ugly. We got to fix that. And keep on going through those. So you got deletions, your Gigbuilder activities. So you can see in this particular case here, this on each day is what happened, who came in. You can define it by resource or a bunch, so you can see who logged in and who did what. Kind of nice to have. Next thing we're going to go down to is media. The first thing we're going to go is Gigbuilder Music. We maintain a massive library, and a lot of that library is actually licensed for, I want to say it's licensed for limited streaming. We're allowed 300 simultaneous streams, and they have to be 256 bits or less. So it's not the best quality, but in a pickle, it allows you to do it. I'm going to show you somewhere else there. So the neat thing about here, the first thing you're looking at here is we're looking at all the different types of music charts that are available. And these are all dynamic. So as people request songs throughout the Gigbuilder system, these change. Here's your 2024 top requests from the year 2024. So it may be a different year beforehand. And if you like a song, like for example, Bang. Click on Bang. Bang will pop up. Oh, look at that. I've got the video. I've got the information. I've got the song. I can even play it. Pretty cool. We've got that for a lot of things in Gigbuilder. Now mine, that's my own personal database. And what you can use Gigbuilder Assistant, which is a Windows executable. You put it on your DJ computer. It will suck everything off your DJ computer. It will build your list. For example, let's bring in America, a horse with no name. And it will actually bring in your media location. Why we're doing this, I'm going to show you in a second because it's really freaking cool. So and that we got mine title, mine artist carry, a purchase manager. This is when somebody selects a song, it goes through the library to find out you don't have it. You can just simply click right here. If I says, wait a second, I own that song. What's going on here? I just click own it from here, and we're good enough, and we can take it from there. Now, from tools, we got a number of different tools that are available to you. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the calendar. This is a standard Google or Gmail-like calendar. You can also get to this by hitting the front page and hitting the little calendar button, so you don't have to dig down through things to find it. Finance, there's a lot of neat stuff. Here's your virtual terminal. Gigbuilder can work with Square, it can work with Stripe, it can work with virtually any other processor using a third-party product. Number escapes me right now. The name escapes me. It'll come to me in a minute. And it can also use our own CDG, which is a good service as well. So you can do a simple transaction in here, and you can fill the information out, do your card number out or whatever. And it looks like I'm set for Square right now. So Square comes in, you can do your charges directly on the system. Of course, the clients can do it online too. Accounting, we have a general ledger, your income, past due, paid expenses, some payroll. You can do payroll on here. Timesheets, these are geolocated timesheets when your DJs trip in and out. Your trips mileage, we go in here. From there, I can build vans and vehicles and things like that, and really have some fun. Next up, Playlist Manager. Now, this is probably the newest and coolest thing that we have, because this really brings together everything we're trying to do. So first thing on this one, before I'm going to start an event, let's go ahead and bring in an event. Let's bring in this one here. Okay, so I load up my event, and this one's on 2/1/25. It's still pending, and they've already put in a lot of songs, and I've already gone through here testing. Your green dot right here means that you've got the song, it's loaded, and when the playlist is dropped into Virtual DJ, it should automatically find it. How do we do that? Well, let's go ahead and open one up. Let's bring up Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond, nice classic. First thing you see on this is some information about the song, available sources. Now notice that Spotify and YouTube are listen only. They are not licensed in any way whatsoever for you to play, but as you know, a lot of DJs will get information or stuff from their clients all in Spotify uploaded lists, which we'll get for a second. You may want to hear what the song sounds like just to see if they had a particular a mix. And so you want to make sure that whatever you mix it with is going to be right. So we have that set right now. And so basically I own it. I have an option on Tidal, and I also have this available on Gigbuilder. Now, what does this mean? I can click Tidal, and since I'm already connected to Tidal, which I'll show you, it'll bring you up whatever was currently selected already for Tidal. And this one here is Sweet Caroline. However, it pulls in every single Tidal song up there, so there may be a better mix. And you can find that, you can listen to it, and then when you're done, you can save it. The next order is your match order. This is very simple. File means, hey, if you've got it on your computer as a local file, we're going to use it first. If not, we're going to go ahead and pull it from Tidal, And if it can't find it from title, we'll pull it from the Gigbuilder stream. And so if I click on Gigbuilder, for example, there's the Gigbuilder stream. And I click and listen, and there it is. So I got this song. This is what I want to do with it. I'm going to go ahead and make that one title first. I'll hit Save Song. We'll do Sweet Caroline. As you saw, it came back up. And there we are. So the next thing that we're going to do on this, when this is all complete and you got all your different lists, and all these lists can be customized by you, you can then either use our Gigbuilder Assistant, and you'll go onto your DJ computer, you'll log into Gigbuilder Assistant, you'll pull the event out, you'll push a button, and we'll drop all the playlists directly into Virtual DJ, ready to go with all songs queued up, nothing else to do. We have an M3U. You could do it a Virtual DJ playlist this way and import it into Virtual DJ. Actually, just copy the file, or a CSV on all of these. So that works out pretty well. So that's your playlist manager. Reporting, we've got lots and lots of reporting. If you type financial reports, event reports, travel, some charting as well. Massive search, and a web meeting. See this little web meeting pop up? Look at that. Yeah, Gigbuilder has its own meeting server built in. And we can see that if we go to the home page as well. And let's go ahead and go over to our meetings. And I'll pull up a meeting. Let's pull up this first one here. And on the meeting itself, if I click on Notify, this one does not have a virtual meeting. Let's try the other one and see if that one does. Oops. Little Scotty keeps pushing the wrong buttons. We'll back over here. Click on this one here. If I click on Notify here. Okay, I thought I had one of them. If you had a virtual meeting, it should appear right there. We go. I just had to. So we have virtual meetings. It's meet.gigbuilder.com. Everybody has their own rooms, and they're all free. It's all completely included with the meeting. In your meetings, your date, time, your location, your attendees. The attendees show up when the attendee uses their phone to confirm. These will turn green, or you can click on it to remove it. So that's what we have in there so far. I've shown you through some of the tools. I know we're going really fast, but this is going to be a long video. Under setup, there's quite a bit of things you can do on here. We're just going to go into the web tools really quickly, because here's where you configure your date checker, basically the type of information that you want to collect from a client, customize questions, etc. Type of availability forms that you want. Do you want a calendar base, whatever. Quite a bit of stuff there. And then on top of that, we go back in here, notifications, all sorts of other stuff. Hosting control panel. We provide you, like I said, we provide you with a free hosting panel. You just come in here, you fill out a form, and then you can click right in to do whatever you want to do. There's a lot more to Gigbuilder. I know I'm going really fast. If there's any questions, you feel free to just go to gigbuilder.com, and then you find this little bubble here for help. You click that, and that will start your live support session that we do maintain and monitor. Right now, both of us are online. And you can search for answers here, and there's also some AI involved as well. So that's a little bit of look. Let me show you one more thing before we go. Under Setup, there we go. Under Setup, go to Setup and Gigbuilder Setup. There are approximately 160 different ways to look at Gigbuilder. And what I mean by that, let's go ahead and let's go to Defaults and Options. A lot of different ways to set your stuff up here. But here's our different theme set. So I've got a Google, which is basically Gmail. It's a little bit wider theme. And instead of going purple, let's go with a red. So I got a Google theme, red color, save changes, go to our home page, and now you have a completely different lookout. This is a little better for people with sore eyes. It's a little bit bigger, etc. So I hope you liked it. We are going to be offering 30 and 60-day free trials coming up here next week. Gigbuilder 7 is in beta 3. We got one more beta 4 to go to double check everything, and then it's being pushed out. Hope you guys have a great day. And again, just leave some comments below if you need some information, or again, hit the bubble here, and I'd be happy to talk to you. You guys have a great day.